Good morning or good afternoon, everybody. Today, we open Chapter 1 of your Class 10 history text, The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. We will see how the idea of nationalism emerged in Europe in the 19th century, how it shaped states, and how it influenced people to demand greater unity, freedom, and identity. Here's a roadmap of what we will cover. First, we set the stage. Europe after the Congress of Vienna, 1815. Then, we'll examine how nationalism emerged, culturally, politically, and economically. We will study the unification of Germany and Italy as key examples of political nationalism. We'll also look at how the old European order faced challenges. And finally, we'll think about the legacy of nationalism for the modern world. To understand nationalism, first we must look at Europe after 1815. After Napoleon's defeat, the Congress of Vienna restored monarchs and old regimes. They tried to maintain a balance of power through what was called the Concert of Europe. Liberal and national movements were suppressed. Large empires like Austria, the Ottoman Empire, and Russia ruled over many ethnic groups. Yet, liberal ideas and secret societies began to challenge the status quo from below. One foundation of nationalism was cultural. The Romantic movement emphasized folk songs, legends, national languages, creating pride in the past. People began to see themselves as part of a nation, sharing a common language, history, and symbols. Print culture expanded. Newspapers, books, and periodicals spread national consciousness. Clubs, debates, and public gatherings formed a public sphere for discussion. Nationalist thinkers used symbols, mythologies, and heroes to forge collective identity. Nationalism also had economic and social roots. Industrialization connected regions, markets and trade, integrated economies, railways, telegraph lines, and improved transport linked distant places. A rising middle class, the bourgeoisie, demanded political voice and equality. People began realizing that common economic interests crossed local loyalties. Social reforms and secular education further spread modern civic ideas of nationhood. In Germany, nationalism translated into political action. Before unification, it was fragmented into many small states. Prussia emerged as the dominant power. Otto von Bismarck used realpolitik or power politics to unify Germany. He fought successive wars against Denmark, Austria, and France. In 1871, after victory over France, the German Empire was proclaimed in the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles. In Italy, too, nationalism led to unification. Italy was divided into duchies, papal states, and territories controlled by Austria or local rulers. Giuseppe Mazzini promoted a republican vision through Young Italy. Victor Emmanuel II and his Prime Minister Cavour from Piedmont used diplomacy and war. Garibaldi led volunteers, the Red Shirts, in the south to unify the peninsula. By 1861, much of Italy was unified, with later additions, completing the process. Nevertheless, nationalism faced challenges. People often had loyalties to region, religion, or local identity that clashed with national identity. In multi-ethnic empires, some groups resisted absorption elsewhere. Colonial peoples adopted nationalism to challenge empire. Conservatives and monarchies pushed back against nationalist demands. Nationalism also gave rise to rivalry and conflicts between emerging states. Nationalism left enduring legacies. It reshaped political geography. Nation states became the norm. Ideas of sovereignty, democracy, human rights, and citizenship emerged. But nationalism can be double edged, unifying internally yet excluding others. It played a huge role in 20th century conflicts and in decolonization. Even today, debates over identity, migration, and citizenship show nationalism's continuing influence. Slide 10. Here are key terms from this chapter. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed our journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for more videos.